All right, we talked about palladium from the demand side of the equation. Now let's talk about palladium from the production side. The two largest producers in the world of palladium are Russia and South Africa. America has a mine itself up in Montana, the Stillwater mine. Russia, for 50 years, when they were mining nickel, see, palladium can be a byproduct of mining nickel. And Russia being one of the largest, if not the largest, nickel producer in the world, they were stockpiling palladium for 50 years because there wasn't really any use for the metal, and they were just stockpiling it. So in '89, when Ford decided they were going to start using palladium, and then later on the Soviet Union fell, that entered huge stockpiles of palladium into the market, which kept prices low. Obviously, if you have more of something, it's going to be less money. So for those from then until now, the Russians have been dumping their stockpiles onto the market. Now, exactly how much palladium they have is a state secret, but most analysts thought at the time that they only had 27 to 30 million ounces of palladium in their stocks. And most analysts now, when they start doing the math, have figured out that they're not going to have much left if they're not already in deficit now, if they already have not released all their stockpiles, because there was a comment made by Victor Spragus. He's a deputy chief executive, Northwest Nickel, and he said that in 2010, this would be the last year when any substantial quantity from this stock has any chance to enter the market. So all the speculation is that the Russians are running out of palladium, and that they're going to hold on to the palladium that they have for themselves. And there isn't that much entering the market via mining either. Let's see. Okay, according to a quote from an article in the Financial Times, there is 7 million ounces of palladium mined every year. And so with the Russians not releasing any stockpiles into the market for the foreseeable future, if the quote from the Victor Spragus is correct, then that's going to be a tightening on the market. And now the other producer, being South Africa, they have problems as well, because in South Africa they're having problems with power, their power grid, which obviously you need power to mine the metal. And not only are they having problems with the power grid, but it's become nearly twice as expensive. I recall reading in a different article for the mining company to pay for the energy to get the metal out of the ground. So again, that is, any disruption in supply is going to cause a tightening in the market. Okay, palladium from the investment side, the ETF securities that they've just established a couple new ETF. There was one started on the 3rd, which was a Platinum Group Metals ETF. But according to 9msn.com.au, at the present there's 949,392 ounces total holdings, which is around 13% of the estimated annual net demand for palladium. And since November 1st, they've added 108,000 ounces of palladium to the ETF, which is worth about $81 million at today's price. So the demand for palladium from that side, from the ETF side, there's a couple of ETFs, so obviously they're going to buy a big chunk of the palladium to hold on the physical side so they can claim they have something backing up their paper. So you have that, and then you have the U.S. Mint, as I've attested to in a different video. They're going to start producing $25 face value 1 ounce palladium coins. So, and because of that, the Northwest Territorial Mint will no longer be selling the Stillwater mine palladium 1 ounce coins, because they figure that the U.S. Mint coins are going to take all their market away. So they're not going to go through the trouble of minting their own. They claim on their website that there's still going to be a market maker for the coins. So that's a good thing.